Good morning. Today we will be working on a 2002 CVO Road King. And I just figured I wanted to share this with you guys. The kickstand spring has failed. I replaced it once before and I tried to get away with a little something to make it easier to install the spring. And the spring ended up failing within 3-4 months. So I ordered a new spring and I just want to go through it with you guys, how to install the kickstand spring on a Road King. With that, let me get the bike up in the air and we will get started. This is the spring I bought from Drag Specialties. $10, you can't go wrong. What I did last time was I purchased a tool like this to pull the spring. You'll see the spring is hooked up down here and you got to get it onto this little clip on your kickstand. Not complicated, but the spring has a lot of pressure on it. So as I was using a tool like this, I thought I'd make it easier on myself. And what I did, I bent this a little bit in the vise so it could slip into this hole easier. What happened was I fatigued the spring, and this happened in no time. It snapped. I couldn't believe it. You can see how I bent it just a little bit so it was easier. And then it just snapped. And I would tell you, I don't know how, it saved me a few times to have some string or baling wire in my saddlebags. I once had my exhaust crack and thank God I had that wire. So like I was talking about before, when I straighten this out to make it easier to slide into this hole, I must have fatigued it and it broke. It broke. What I want to go through now is to show you an easier way to install this spring without really trying to muscle it. I mean, can you muscle it? You know what? It's just so close. I'm getting old. I really don't want to strain myself. I mean, you know, you pull an arm, you rotary cup, this, that, whatever. I don't want to hurt myself. All right, let me set this up and I'm going to walk you through this. So, the first thing you want to do is I want to remove this floorboard. And that's only, you'll see, there's an Allen head on the other side over here. And then there's one bolt at the inside of here. You have to get to it from the other side of the bike. I will show you. All right, the first thing to do, I hope you can see this, is you want to remove this Allen head. And then right up on this side, there's, I believe, it's a 1/2-inch bolt. And then this will come off. And then you can access the kickstand hardware. Now for the floorboard. You need a swivel and this 3/8 Allen head. Only way is with a nice extension that you will be able to fit that in there and get it loose. Just like that. I use a nice size breaker bar to tighten and to loosen. And it's no problem. It's just you need to get the bike straight up and down. Or it really will be difficult to remove these floorboards. Once you have the floorboards removed, now you have this one and then a 1/2-inch bolt right over here. And then the floorboard's off and the kickstand is accessible for you to rotate. Let's go to the other side. Now, you don't have to bend that spring to manipulate it because this is out of the way. Then you remove that one bolt and this will rotate forward. Put your spring in place, pull this back, put that bolt back in and tighten up everything and you're good to go. You got a nice spring on here. Now this also, sometimes these springs here, they can get lazy. And what that means is it will never cleanly sit itself back up here. And this will always vibrate and make noises, which I hate noise. That's one thing that drives me crazy. If you have any questions, just ask. I look at it as just piece by piece, remove it. And it's very rewarding when you get rid of a nuisance sound or a kickstand that's vibrating and making all sorts of racket. And like I said, if someone knows an easier way, let us know. So now, when this floorboard is removed, floorboard hardware here and on the and over here is one placement that's above that. Then this is off and gone. And that, now, you loosen up this 1/2 inch, and you could take this and rotate it up. Put your spring in place, and then rotate it back. Put this 1/2 inch bolt in place, and put everything back together, and your spring is hooked up. It's pretty simple. You could try to use this pull tool. It's not easy, and you don't want to hurt yourself. And you'll need a second person just to hold the bike stable. I believe just removing this hardware, removing the floorboard, and using the leverage of this, moving the kickstand forward, you'll see. You'll be able to put the spring in place, use the leverage of the kickstand to move everything back, put the hardware in place, and your spring is installed. I just wanted to share that because I tried to cheat by bending so I could get that into here. And what happened was, I guess I fatigued it. When I bent it, it weakened it. It only lasted 2-3 months. I was surprised. I really was. I was shopping. I went to kick the kickstand down, and it snapped. Like I said, there's a lot of construction over here. I don't understand, but that's what happened. I bought a new one. Drag Specialty. You can't go wrong. Like I said, I bought a new one, Drag Specialty, $10 on eBay, specific to a Road King. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you have any comments on how to do it easier, please share it with us. I just wanted to take a moment to share my experience with this kickstand spring. I don't want to see nobody cut open their hand. Obviously, remove the hardware on the floorboard, remove the hardware on your kickstand, reposition and slide the spring in, leverage it back, and put the bolt back in, and you're in business. You'll see. But you need the bike to be straight up and down so you can function with the kickstand. So you're gonna have to have a lift or one of those front wheel chocks that I use. And with any questions, just ask. Thank you for watching. And if you could, subscribe, thumbs up, and leave a comment. Ride safe and have a great day.